Someone made a video on Slop Live.
That's me. That's my video.
Seconds, just over.
Not too bad.
Like Pyro from 2016.
Shut up. Like it is not fair to say I sound like 2016 Pyro. We are from completely different areas in the UK, by the way.
We did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
Okay, I do sound a little bit like that.
250,000 subscribers and still
250,000 subscribers.
Still growing. The fact that we've reached this number in such a short amount of time is just phenomenal.
It's just phenomenal. Yeah, no, yeah, all right. I do sound a little bit like that. That's fair. That's fair. I take that back. That's just cope from me trying to say, no, I sound nothing like him. The slopception is heating up. That's the only thing I can really say. It turns out Pyrocynical has watched my scientific breakdown of the slop content in an average Pyro video, and he's reacted to it. So he took my, I think, 9-minute video, managed to make it into 23 minutes 25. That's a respectable effort. I'm going to try and get this 23-25 into like sort of the 40-minute kind of mark. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. He had a couple of valid criticisms of my videos, which we'll address as we go through. And yeah, he actually took it like a champ. I don't want to spoil it, but after I saw that he reported someone's comment in my comment section, I thought he might have reported my video, but no, it turns out he took it like an absolute champ. And yeah, I've got a couple of confessions to make about this video, and yeah, I thought we could have a watch of it together and take a look at his response to my reaction to his reaction to the Flappy Bird news.
Someone made a video on Slop Live.
That's me. That's my video.
How much slop is in a pyrolive?
If that's the like to dislike ratio, I don't know if it is or not. I need to check. That's not bad. I'm surprised.
Video. This guy actually did like he did the math, bro. He did like the mathematical.
Yeah, I did do the math. Well, okay. Here's my confession. I don't know if the maths is 100% accurate. I sort of made it as a bit of a meme, and I tried to make it vaguely accurate, but I don't know. I'd say the answer is give or take a couple of percent. By the time it got down to, you know, brass tacks, I was having to do like 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there. I was like, nah, I can't be bothered. But yeah, it's vaguely accurate is all I'll say.
Equations. When will you continue the Black Mesa purple hat? I do need to get back to that at some point. I was
this is off Pyro TV, by the way, so
for it, and that kind of
the amount of slop is considerably higher than a Pyrolive video.
Pleasures of who we watch on YouTube, and
I don't like hearing myself.
Pyrolive is what.
Why does this guy sound like he sounds more deep voiced than when I was?
No, I will not have this. People commenting this on the original video. I say original. People commenting this on the original video and they're like, oh, he sounds like Pyrocynical, but he's got a deeper voice. I've got a new mic. I hope you can hear. I don't actually have that much bass in my voice. I'm not trying to do the 2016 Pyro thing. I promise you. I'm not. I actually didn't really have much of an intention of like making content like this, but this is what turned out to do decently. So obviously I'll continue down this kind of route for a little while. But yeah, no. As much as I have watched Pyrocynical for God knows how many years, I never record videos with the intention of sounding like Pyro from several years ago. I'm not like putting on a deep voice. This is just what I sound like. That is granted. I will say this might be cope. The other mic I was using picks up a bit more bass, and I don't process the mic shit in any way. So yeah, I mean, there's a little bit more bass, but this is a more accurate mic, a little bit less bassy. I hope you can tell. You know, I'm not trying to do the 8 years ago Pyrocynical kind of voice. But anyway, it's a valid criticism, and when I hear my own voice in this video, it does make me cringe a little bit.
Faking the deep voice.
Oh, guys, Pyrocynical.
For those of you who still have multiple remaining brain cells to rub together and don't subject themselves to the content pumped out on Pyro's second channel, you might be unfamiliar with the format of an average Pyro Live video. Essentially, Pyrocynical waits for Moist Critical to upload a video about...
That's not...
He says it's not true. In fairness, it's not fully true. The way that I do intros on videos, because I'm not very good at just coming up with stuff off the dome, I do write a little bit of a script, especially for the intro. And yeah, it was just a preconception I had. I had no evidence for this. And as he's going to explain, maybe I'm being a bit harsh with this one.
Not true. That's not true. We've actually changed the format now.
We've changed the format.
We've actually, a couple of days ago, you know when Charlie uploaded that video on the ballroom thing in Detroit, that big scam? I recorded the video. I was ready for it to go out. And then, like, it had to be edited. And then as soon as we saw Charlie's video, we were like, nah, let's scrap it. Let's scrap it. Like,
Man,
I'm not
that
doing
sucks.
No Country... What's it called again? I'm not doing There Will Be Blood. I Drink Your Milkshake. I'm not doing that.
About a situation which is, of course,
fair.
crazy. Then a huge air raid siren in Pyro's house blares at 120.
Obviously, this isn't
decibels,
factually correct
to which
either.
He immediately jumps out of bed and heads over to his PC.
That's called obsession.
He's right. I can't be mad about that.
That's called obsession. There's a perfume for that by Calvin Klein. It's called Obsession for Men.
Remember, time is of the essence, so research, if any, must be extreme.
Oh, I don't even use Twitter anymore.
I don't know if this is true or not. I'm not going to lie, but fair.
Oh, that's the worst thing. That's less research.
Extremely fast. He opens up OBS, a few Twitter tabs, and if he's feeling energetic,
Sunny
perhaps
V2 our
gets
voice.
to
Man, shut the fuck up. I sound nothing like Sunny V2. This chat guy,
Ludwig does
do
like
one.
Mogul Man.
M&M, always up to 65% less than RRP.
I'm just going to leave the ads in,
Male,
just adds a bit of
Ludwig
watch
is 20
time.
tab Andy. That's not me. I don't show the tabs in the video.
From there, the slot.
That wasn't a real article, by the way. The Lil Tay situation is crazy. That was... Yeah, I changed that. I can't remember what the original one was. Unfortunately, I think it was actually like quite a morbid one, but I saw it had Lil Tay in the title, and it was kind of sad. I think it was something like... it was like she had some kind of health issue, but it sounded really morbid, so I changed it to Lil Tay situation. It's crazy.
Me. I don't show the tabs in the video.
That is true. He doesn't show all the tabs.
From there, the slop unfolds.
He does on Pyro TV though.
Amazingly, he'll somehow turn the most mundane, nothing burger of a topic into a 25-minute masterpiece.
I mean, can you be mad? This one's 23 minutes. You say, okay, yeah, 10 minutes 16, turn that into 23. It's not bad going. Not bad going.
It's actually 27 minutes. 27 minutes.
Fellow bag chaser, I must admit his ability to churn out slop with such ease and finesse is outstanding, and I would commit horrendous acts to possess just a fraction of his slop producing power.
So he literally just admitted he's jelly.
Yeah, I did. I did admit I'm jealous. I think it's truly astounding how Pyro is able to turn a relatively small topic into a 20+ minute video. And I mean, look at the number of ads, man. This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think we had one already. There might have been one at the start as well. That's not bad going, is it? I mean, that's like not far off one ad a minute. That's pretty impressive.
He just admitted he's jelly.
Yeah,
That's my spot.
I don't want your spot there. Just to clarify, I do not want Pyro's spot. I don't want to fully just like yoink everything that he does and just like become a Pyro clone, because I sound quite similar to him. I will admit that. There's no reason why anyone would want to watch just like a B-Tech Pyrocynical. I don't really have much of an intention of going down that kind of route. As I say, music's my main thing. Maybe here and there I'll make more videos, but yeah, I'm not going for the slop spot.
Am I on the tier list of slop? Not the tier list, like the ranking. I guess it's like Critical's on top. Then it'd be Ordinary Gamers. Then it'd be Umperville. Like Umperville and Ordinary Gamers are pretty similar. Umperville gets more views, but he doesn't upload daily. Musahart uploads.
I don't know. I feel like with the rate at which, some Ordinary Gamers and Pyro, they both manage to pump out content at like a similar sort of rate. I'd say Umperville gets more views, but if you look at some of his recent stuff, he's done some like meme reaction type videos with I think it's his girlfriend, and they get fewer views. And I think if you did the Social Blade stuff, I reckon Pyrolive actually gets more views than Umperville. But yeah, I would say Moist Critical, some Ordinary Gamers, probably Pyrolive on a similar thing. And you've got what's his name, the Mr. Beast guy. that was an astounding run he had with the Mr. Beast drama. I mean, millions of views of video, and he was just banging those things out. Industrialized the Mr. Beast drama on an impressive scale. So I think that bumps him up a few spots. I would say, if we're talking S tier as, you know, literally like the 1 or 2 top ones, Pyro would be A, perhaps B, competing with some ordinary gamers and Pavil, that kind of tier.
I get less views than
Pyro.
those two.
Just popped in stream to ask how long Slopwood merch is gonna be up for sale. I got
Slop would another advert.
Yeah, come in.
Mazarana B.
a
Oh.
cartoon shirt and want to get the other as well, but I got bills to pay. Have a good stream, love you.
Thank you, Rickolas, for the 10. How long will the merch be on sale? We'll probably keep it open for another month or so, I think. I'm not sure, but we're also selling it at PAX as well if you're in Australia.
But I was wondering just how much of the average Pyro video is slop, and how much of it is factual / directly related content. I decided to find out. First, we need to understand.
This will go on the Pyro VOD and be 2 hours. Shut up. I can't wait till he reacts to this, puts it on his React channel, pauses every 15 to 20 seconds, and then makes more ad revenue than this video. I'm reporting that. I'm sorry, I usually let this shit slide, but I'm actually reporting that. That's
Misinformation.
That is done for misinformation. Straight up.
I mean, it's not fully misinformation though, is it? I mean, yeah, it's not 2 hours, but he is pausing every 15 to 20 seconds. I'm also pausing every 15 to 20 seconds on top of this, making this a very questionable watching experience, I presume, but...
Misinformation. You cannot simply lie on the internet like that.
How this vigorous research is going to take place. We need a way of separating the slop from the informative content, and I think I've found a reasonable method. I'll watch a selection of random Pyro...
Okay, this is the bit where you can tell that I wrote the introduction before I actually went out and did the research and made the video. Initially, I was going to watch 5 Pyro live videos and then do this in-depth, vigorous analysis on it. But after I did one, I was like, man, this is really long and it's not worth it. And I spent like, I think to do the Flappy Bird one, it took me like an hour to actually like go through and categorize it. It was pretty long. Bearing in mind, I'd also watched the video already, which is kind of where I got the idea from. I was like, yeah, that Flappy Bird one, that had a lot of waffle in it, especially because of the Doom 2016 bit. He went off on a tangent with that, and then also I mean, what was the other thing? The crypto bird thing. Between that, I was like, that has got to be like at least half this video is not relevant. So I kind of actually watched that and then came up with the idea for this video after watching that one. But yeah, no, I kind of bit off more than I can chew. And yeah, I said I was gonna do it with multiple videos. I actually ended up doing it with one, so my apologies for that.
live videos from the last 3 months in their entirety, using a number of stopwatches.
God, there's so much slop.
Yeah, there's a lot of slop.
I remember looking at, like, before I did daily videos, I remember looking at Charlie's content and just thinking, like, how the hell does he do that? Like, how does he upload every day, like, multiple times a day? And now doing daily, it's like, I get it. I actually get it.
I will then categorize.
I can't
every
do
second
daily.
of
I
the
cannot be
video
bothered.
Into slop, mixed slop, or good content. The categorization of the...
I will be honest, I really do hate slop. I really do hate slop.
Yeah, I mean, he does make a lot of it for someone who doesn't like slop. The one that made me laugh, I just saw go past, was the skibbity toilet situation. Yeah, skibbity toilet situation is crazy, to be fair.
Of the...
I will be honest, I really do hate slop. I really do hate slop. But, like, my monthly income at the minute from slop has made, like, 70 to 80% more money than what the Darkwood video has made so far on ad revenue, and that's an 8-hour video that's got 3 million views in less than a week.
Yeah, I believe it.
So it is literally just basic math. Like, ad revenue alone on the main channel, I couldn't do videos like that. I couldn't, unless I was taking out like a mortgage or something.
The content will be down to my own personal discretion. However, these are a few guidelines so you have an understanding of how this is going to go down.
Not a mortgage alone.
If someone else's video is playing and Pyro isn't saying
Hey,
anything,
Pyro, are you going to react to the Slop video today? The one about the Roblox pedo developer who got arrested.
Well, that sounds interesting.
You spy for the 10. Oh yeah, I forgot about that video. I could get round to that at some
About
point.
the Darkwood video, did you troll about the Bunker 21 loot? I got the shovel early like a sweat and couldn't dig well.
Oh, yeah, and then I think he talks about Darkwood
I wasn't
for
going
a
to
bit.
respond to this because
It's a good video. Go and watch it. It is eight hours long. I haven't watched the whole of it. It's pretty
have
good.
the
though.
shovel before you. It'll reveal a core. Like that little bit of light there. That's
Slop. If Pyro is waffling
Bro's watching his own video. I was giving someone help. They gave me $30. What are you doing on your Saturday?
about something
What are you doing on your Saturday, bro? I'm reacting to videos. I've got a real life.
completely irrelevant, that is Slop. If Pyro is ironically talking about how the video he's making is slop, it's double points. If Pyro is actually providing some kind of some kind of value, and by that I mean literally.
Why do you laugh when he said that? Why do you laugh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it was just because of the absurdity of the Flappy Bird thing. I did laugh quite a few times while reading out the script because it does just sound a bit insane when it's on paper. I didn't mean to do it to be like a dick because I could understand if you watch that video and you see that like every now and then I'm doing a little giggle that I'm looking down on his content. I'm really not. It's just when you see a 20-minute video about Flappy Bird laid out and you can see like, oh right, yeah, it's about half Flappy Bird and the tangents were so obscene in it as well. It was just very funny to read this one out. But yeah, no, I feel a little bit bad because it doesn't reflect well on me either. It does make me look like a bit of a dick when I'm just going, Pyro, irrelevant content. But yeah, no, I mean, if I were going to make this video again and I knew that it was going to get more than about 11 views, I probably would have re-recorded some of it because I did kind of laugh at quite a few times. Not because it was like, ha, my own content. This is so, I didn't find what I was writing funny. It was seeing it written down on paper, if you see what I mean. But yeah, no, I would definitely, in hindsight, re-record it with a few fewer laughs,
That's not funny.
anything as long as it's relevant to the topic of the video, then it's not slop. You get the idea. Okay, so the first video I analyzed is the Flappy Bird is back. A 20-minute long video
Why does he keep laughing? It's like he's not taking it seriously. Serious business.
about how Flappy Bird is making a comeback. Except it isn't really, which we'll get onto in a sec. Yeah, so I watched the video in its entirety, and then I've put timestamps for bits where it's slop, bits where it's mixed slop, and bits where it's
Mixed slop.
content. So I thought,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Pyro videos where it's a grey area. It's like, it's kind of slop, it's kind of not. I feel like mixed slop has to be added because you can't go through it with a fine-toothed comb and have a black or white situation. It's not like if you imagine it like a pyrolive video is like someone's hair. You can't just say that all the slop is like nits and dandruff and then like the actual content is the hair. There's also like a little bit of like like grey hairs. It's like, do you want to keep that? Do you want to get rid of that? Is that actually like related to the hair? You know what I mean. You need a mixed slop category in there.
He's got like a little counter.
I walk through that now. So for mixed slop, we've got a 32.
He did a list. Okay, get a life. Get a life.
Yeah, I do need to get a life, to be fair. But yeah, no, as I explained earlier, just as a bit of context, I make music for a living. I do have a bit of free time. Don't really go outside a lot, It did take me a little while to make the Flappy Bird video. Not as long as he might be implying. As I say, it took about an hour to actually go through and work it out and write it in a Google Doc, but it's valid criticism, man. I shouldn't have this much free time.
For all you should check out Mullet Mad Jacket's ADHD crack. Also been watching since 2016. Love the Slop.
His text to speech, man.
Thank you, Jufex, for the 10. Yeah, I saw G-Man review that game. It looks really good.
And then from 2 minutes 09 to 2 minutes and 43, he's talking about people selling phones with Flappy Bird.
That is still to do with Flappy Bird. That is still to do with.
It is still to do with Flappy Bird. I agree. However, when you actually look at 209 to 243, it's just it's vaguely related, but you know, it's just like screenshots of phones with Flappy Bird. And it's like, this one's £15,000, this one's £10,000, this one's 1,500 quid. And then also he goes off on a bit of a tangent. I can't remember what he said, but it was like, yeah, if I had a phone with Flappy Bird on, or if you have an old phone with Flappy Bird on, please send it to my PO box. It was something like that. Which, yeah, I mean, I guess it's related, but. Yeah, I put it in mixed slot because it wasn't fully like bang on related to the topic, especially because the Flappy Bird video was about the Flappy Bird situation, and the phones on eBay from like 10 years ago I don't think is that related to the actual situation that's going on now, but yeah.
Flappy Bird. I'm giving viewers context there.
Context,
then
yeah.
to Slop. So the first 36 seconds after the intro itself is Pyro talking about his hair. And then from
the reason why I did that is because I get bullied so much for my hair.
Oh,
I'm a little
man.
bit insecure about it. Okay, so I think I'm allowed to do that.
It's a decent trim. I shouldn't be admitting this because whenever you say anything on YouTube, it can be used against you. I'm 23 years old and I am slightly balding already. I have a skin, no, not a skin fade. What do you call it? Buzz cut. Like I'm basically completely skinhead because I have a receding hairline. I'm 23 years old. I'm like 4 or 5 years younger than Pyro, and I'm balding. 36-second intro talking about his hair. Even he's like, oh, my hair's really cringe. Like, yeah, man, at least you fucking got some hair still.
minute 40 to 2 minutes and 9 seconds, he's talking about Instagram Reels and the fact that in the comments...
I took so long to explain so much of this.
Reply with GIFs.
I think I might have recorded this like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, come in.
Mustard on the beat. We've seen this one already.
4 to 3 minutes 17. I genuinely forgot immently after.
This is
watching
true.
it. I think it was something about TikTok.
The slop is that vapid that he's forgetting like 10 seconds after watching it.
This is completely true. I genuinely forgot what he was talking about for that bit, and I couldn't really be bothered to go back and watch it. It was something about TikTok, I'm pretty sure.
From 4 minutes 57 to 6 minutes, he's reacting to a PewDiePie video from 2013.
Oh, that's nostalgia, man. Come on. That's nostalgia. Nothing wrong with that.
And no,
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, everyone loves an 11-year-old PewDiePie video. However, not fully related to Flappy Bird. So it had to go in the slop category just by definition. I think there's worse things to include, you know? But yeah, the rules are the rules. I know I made the rules, but it has to go in the slop category, I'm afraid.
oh, it's not related to Flappy
Also, it was
Bird.
only a minute and 3 seconds. It wasn't too bad.
Video. From 6 minutes 20 to 6 minutes 47.
I love watching the Darkwood video for a second time and having hindsight. Even the animation with the music at the start shows everything.
Thank you, Cooper, for the 10. Yeah, the music video spoils everything in the game, but the best thing is, like, you wouldn't know.
Again, he's talking about PewDiePie and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. From
I'm simply reminiscing. There's nothing wrong with that.
8 minutes
Nothing wrong with
to
reminiscing. It does go in the slop category, though.
Pyro tries to click on a little green bird fella on the photo website.
I think that was this was one of the most. I know he's gonna try and use some coke to explain this. This was one of the most egregious examples of dragging out watch time. And yes, it was a slightly funny bit for like 30 seconds, but it took him so long to find the little green bird fella. And on top of that, his editors had to blur everything on the screen apart from the little green bird fella. And I feel sorry for them for that, because I don't entirely know if that was worth it. But yeah, man.
This was funny though. This was funny.
It was funny.
I was
funny.
on this pumped up fun. I was trying so hard to get this like little. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Hang on.
I can never tell with Pyro's chat, by the way, if they're really big fans of him and they will watch whatever he does because they truly just like him as a personality, or if there's a certain amount of people almost like hate watching to see just like how much slop he can fit into his content. I don't know, man. I don't know. Either way, I mean, he's getting money, so it doesn't matter if your audience hates you, to be honest.
Wait, where is it?
Someone make a Google extension that just skips the slot parts. Yeah, someone commented that on my video as well. They were like, there needs to be like the sponsor skip extension, but just for Pyrolive videos, so you can skip to the actual content.
I mean, look at this little fella.
Yeah, it's a good little fella.
Look at this little fella. Fuck. Shit. Launching coins every single second. I don't know if I can show any of these because... Oh, for fuck's sake. That wasn't even clip farming as well, for fuck's sake. Chances are there's going to be a penis that slips in. You got like AI images there. You got Pepe. I saw Kamala. That wasn't even clip farming, and that's what pisses me off. Harris for a second, but they are basically spamming coins, hoping it actually it actually wasn't even clip farming. That's the worst thing. That's really embarrassing. Like when I set it up as a clip farm, it's funny, but I literally just hit my scroll wheel like once, like just like as a stim. I didn't know it flicked through the fucking images.
Yeah, I need to flick through this video and see if I did anything like that.
Thing I've seen in my life. I was making fun of the pump coins. God, this website is fighting with me. This is horrible. I was making fun of the pump coins. I didn't want to buy one. Where's it gone? Where's that little fella? Yeah, I'd buy that one. Where's he gone? Like you can't even buy a coin if you wanted to because the fucking screen is the shame is really setting in. The shame is really setting in. Like genuinely. You know what the worst thing is? Everyone is going to chalk that up as a clip farm because this shit happens like monthly, but that actually was not even a clip farm. Moving so fast. I gotta stop having like degen cropped Discord profile pictures, man. Like it literally it's actually a problem. Where did the green owl go? Where'd the little fella go? I've lost him. There was one coin I was going to buy and I've just lost him immediately.
I mean, this is just great content though as well, by the way. Like this video where he's reacting to my reaction to his reaction to Flappy Bird. It's fucking gold, man. It's so good.
How do you navigate
it's getting a bit meta, you know. So I thought I'd have to add to the slop and react on top of it.
I wanted to buy that. That's the NFT I wanted to buy. That little green fella. That little green bird.
It's pretty cool NFT. Can't lie.
Someone put that as an actual coin. What did they call it? Duolingo. It's literally just the depressed owl, but
the mad thing is, I don't know how many of these things there are, but market cap 5.52k. So either one person's bought it himself, like the guy who started it has bought it himself, or one person has bought one, which has made the value of the entire Duolingo market go up. Let me have a look. It was pump.fun, wasn't it? Pump.fun. I wish it didn't make my desktop background go transparent every time I go on like sites like this. Damn, yeah. I can see why he blurred this website. Jesus. What was it called? Duolingo. Token was just Duo. Can I find it? Oh my god, there's so many. Is that... No, I can't even show you the... I've searched for Duo. I still cannot show you this. Jeez. I don't know where the green fella's gone. There's so many of these. Damn. What absolute slop. Start a new coin. I'm baffled. I don't understand this stuff. Anyway. Moving on.
Let it green. I would actually buy that. The market cap is 5k. Damn. Can you buy that? Hang on.
One Pyro donation is equal to 1,200 gems in Clash of Clans. Know your value.
I don't know if he can find it either.
Hang on. Is it still doing it? Be a scam? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. It's actually making me trip out. I can't use it anymore.
Then from 9 minutes 33 to 14 minutes 12.
I don't know why I'm talking so slow. It might have just been to drag out the watch time.
Polygon employee playing Doom 2016 from 16 minutes 25 to 16:31. It's PewDiePie playing Flappy Bird.
Oh yeah, no, actually no, that was a really good idea that I didn't go on that because I realized they'd be having penises on there. Yeah, no, I didn't even think about that.
True.
And then from 19 minutes 45 to 20 minutes and 24 seconds, it's his outro. And then from there, we've got the remaining stuff, which is the actual content. So 45 seconds is spent explaining what Flappy Bird is.
That is valid. He does have to give some context, just on the off chance that like there are a couple of people that don't know what Flappy Bird is. I'll give him a slide for that one.
Around the start of the video, I think after the intro.
This really isn't looking good for me, man.
And after we talk about his hair, we get, an explanation of what Flappy Bird is. Then from 3 minutes 17 to 4 minutes 57, he spends nearly 2 minutes explaining explaining how to play Flappy Bird. It has one
button.
One button. From 6 minutes and 1 second to 6.
I think there's a lot more intricacies than that. He doesn't need to be so snide with this video.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was quite a snide comment. I mean, Flappy Bird, you know, it's got a few... It does have a few things going on. It's quite complicated, in fairness. You've got... Yeah, I mean, let me explain Flappy Bird to you. So you've got this little bird fella, and then every time you tap on your screen, it jumps, and then you've got a pipe at the top and a pipe at the bottom. And you have to tap to get through the pipes. And if you hit on the pipe, you die. And it's very annoying. And it gets really long. And I think it just runs forever. And obviously your score goes up by 1 every single time you jump through a set of pipes. Yeah, there you go.
I sort of categorized this as content. And then from 6:47 to 8:20, this is the first time he mentions the actual news. Then from 14 minutes 12 to 16 minutes and 25 seconds, he's talking about a trademark dispute. And then from 1631 to 1945...
Again, this was kind of rude. I feel bad about explaining it like that.
Though. That's like a 50%. That's like 50% actual content.
That's sort of related to the Flappy Bird situation,
That's
but
good.
I don't think there's any new information or news that's brought up. It's more so how Dong Nguyen had been contacted by The Verge, and then The Verge couldn't get a response from him, and it seems like...
Okay, this is something else. He makes Slop. This was a Slop video in itself. I was talking incredibly slow, and actually watching this back is frustrating. It was very frustrating seeing how long it took me to explain pretty basic stuff. I mean, this is about as bad as Pyro taking 2 minutes to explain how to play Flappy Bird. I could have really condensed a lot of this information down, or just added more additional stuff rather than just... I mean, it took me so long just to read out literally what was on my Google Doc, which is not very many words. You know, I know I'm giving a little bit of extra context here, but I would actually say this video, the amount of slop that was contained within my video, where I was taking the mick out of how much slop was in his video, is almost equally bad. Anyway, yeah, it's just frustrating seeing how slow I was talking. I would have made this video so much differently and a bit better, I think, if I could do it again. But anyway.
Then we need to sum up our totals. So for mixed slop, we've got 66 seconds, just over a minute.
Not too bad.
Pyro from 2016.
Shut up. Like it is not fair to say I sound like 2016 Pyro. We are from completely different areas in the UK, by the way. He's from... Where is he from? It's like somewhere near like Birmingham. I'm from the south, okay? I'm more like, you know, a bit south of London, basically. We have completely different accents, in my opinion.
He sounds like me, but his voice is even deeper.
I don't think my voice is deeper than old Pyro videos. Let me go and have a look. Again, I'm gonna have to edit that out because it made my desktop background transparent. Pyrocynical 250k subs. This was the classic. Let's see what he's saying on this one.
Second advertisement at the start of his video.
Guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
Okay, I do sound a little bit like that.
250,000 subscribers and still
250,000 subscribers.
Still growing. The fact that we've reached this number in such a short amount of time is just phenomenal.
It's just phenomenal. Yeah, no, yeah, all right. I do sound a little bit like that. That's fair. That's fair. I take that back. That's just cope from me trying to say, no, I sound nothing like him. I do sound a bit like Pyro from 2016. That is fair.
And, and then for Slop, in terms of just non-related content in any way, I don't even mean, you know, poor quality content. I mean entirely irrelevant to the topic of the video. 583 seconds.
583 seconds. Yeah, I mean, nearly 10 minutes worth of Slop. And then you add the mixed Slop and you're well over the 10-minute mark. It's impressive.
And then for actual content, we have 584 seconds.
There we go. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, slightly more.
That's good. I'd take that. That's really good numbers.
So I calculate this to be 52.6% Slop and 47.4%.
Okay, so the thing is, right, I say 47.4% content, but then a little bit later on, I have this graph situation going on. And what I realized was that when I was working it out, just because of it was overlaps between timestamps. So sometimes I would say 450, like let's say from like 3 minutes to 4 minutes 50 was Slop, and then sometimes I would do 4 minutes 50 to 6 minutes, or I'd say 4 minutes 51 to 6 minutes. And because of that, it didn't quite add up to 100. So I had to like slightly move the numbers around a little bit by like 0.1%, because in all honesty, I couldn't be bothered to go through again and actually work it out. It's fairly accurate, but it's not 100% bang on. I just want to, yeah, it's just a little admission of mine with this video. It's not 100% accurate. I'm sorry.
I'll take that. I'll take that any day. Any day, I'll take that. Any day.
But 44.
I was listening to the Flappy Bird video, and halfway through, I thought I was playing another video.
Sorry, 47. But 47.
Isn't it funny? Like any video that honestly, that's why Dolan's channel is doing so well.
I mean, it is the new meta on YouTube. Is just making stuff like this. Not cryo-fist speedrunning. That might be. Yeah, this stuff.
Yeah, but this is why his channel is actually doing well now. Obsessed.
YouTuber situation is horrible. Man, situation in the title. You are sorted off this. KSI situation is hilarious. 591,000 views. Pyro situation is... Pardon me. Pyro situation is depressing. I watched Dark Wars, so you don't have to. KSI situation just got funnier. Marcus Brownlee's situation is insane. Asmongold's situation is disgusting. That's a lot of situations going on right now, guys.
But he's actually averaging like over 100,000 views a video now, which is
crazy. Yeah, okay. So he's been doing the situation videos for a while. And then, yeah, Nick Ricardo Avocado situation, 258k. That's not bad. Kanye West situation, yeah. Mr. B situation, Fortnite situation, Penguin situation. That's why.
He does have a weird obsession with me though. Like
he does a lot of pyro videos.
Oh wow, wow. Okay, time to let it go.
I should make more pyro videos. It's working for Dolan Darker.
It does seem a little high, so I thought I'd do some additional digging to try and understand what made up this nearly 10 minutes worth of content, which, on paper at least, could be considered original. So
by the way, speaking of Slop, this game that's been playing in the background, it's I was gonna say it's my game. It's kind of an asset flip, but I'm gonna stick it on Steam. So if I've released it by the time this video comes out, there will be a link in the description. If not, do one. It will come out at some point.
Imagine being that unemployed that you are like watching a
I'm not unemployed, thank you very much. I am self-employed. There's a very big difference between the two. Okay? I'm not out here claiming benefits. That's all I'll say.
Pyrocynical video, and then trying to decipher.
I'm not unemployed.
What is Slop and what?
My girlfriend calls me unemployed all the time, man. It winds me up so much because she's like, "Oh, all you do is just like sit at home and make beats all day." It's a real job.
Actual content.
How much of this time was spent literally just reading out tweets or text? So from 4 minutes 40.
This is respectable, by the way. I would say on Blags 2 there are many videos where I have just read out things for far longer percentage wise than Pyro does.
7 to 4 minutes 53. He's reading something.
Even some of the
6:01
like
to
slightly
6:08,
more viewed
he's reading
videos.
Something. 6:47 to 7:14. 7:35 to 7:43. And 15:09 to 15:15.
It's not bad.
Interestingly, it's actually quite a bit less than I initially expected. It turns out that the time taken to read out articles or tweets word for word in this video only made up another 54 seconds. And with that, I decided myself.
I think like, okay, breaking the meme for a second. That's one thing I really try to avoid doing in videos is just reading articles.
Yeah,
I really hate doing that.
It's respectable that he avoids that.
I would much rather do like a side quest, bizarre, autistic, ADHD tangent than just be reading.
That's the thing, though. As much as I was getting quite a few comments where people were like absolutely shitting on Pyrolive videos, if I've got something on in the background, which is fundamentally what a lot of his audience is, you know, it's just like you just have like noise in the background. Like, heaven forbid if you're a League enjoyer or something, you know, you playing League, you don't really need that much audio. You just put a Pyrolive video on in the background. And actually, some of his tangents are entertaining. If you're not actually trying to find out something, you know, you're not. If you're going to, what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to a Pyrolive video to learn about like a situation, there will be someone who's done it in a quicker way. But just for the sole purpose of entertainment, it is actually quite funny when he'll bring up like the Doom 2016 gameplay thing. Like, that is actually just such a horrendous video, and it is quite funny when he just pulls things up like that. And he does have a lot of like pretty obscure references that I definitely wouldn't have heard of if he didn't show it to me. Maybe it sounds like I'm just like bootlicking the guy, but honestly, I do respect it more than just like finding an article and just like reading it out.
Reading words on a screen from like a Polygon article, because that is actually just brain rotting.
Scientific analysis into the anatomy of a Pyrolive video was sufficient. So 66 seconds of this 20-minute video is mixed slop, 583.
Bro got a PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoint presentation. This was not a PowerPoint presentation, by the way. I went to all the effort of downloading a Premiere Pro template that can do pie charts. But the thing is, you see it's got like Times New Roman on these bits. I didn't have all the fonts installed, and I couldn't be bothered to go and find them. So it looks like this goofy ass PowerPoint thing. But yeah, it was actually a Premiere Pro template. Thank you very much.
PowerPoint presentation slide for this.
Shut up.
Slop. 54 seconds of it is reading tweets or articles word for word, and finally 530 seconds.
I'll take that.
Of the video
I'll take that. That's premium slop, bro. That's like Five Guys slop. I'll take
It's
that.
premium slop. It's not bad.
Content.
I'll take that.
So as much as people give him flack for beating around the bush, dragging out videos and making slop, a Pyrolive content percentage is around the same purity as the alcohol content in vodka, which all things considered isn't actually too bad for a slop video. With that being said, I would note that much of the actual content related to the topic tends to be him over-explaining basic stuff and dragging out the idea a bit.
I will admit that. I will compromise with that. I admit that.
Yeah, I'm glad. That is one of the things that I said in the video that I completely stand by, and I'm glad that he is happy to admit that.
For example, he took nearly 2 minutes to explain how to play Flappy Bird and what Flappy Bird is. Despite the fact it literally has a single button. In conclusion,
shut up.
I think a big part of
you shut up.
Live videos sometimes feel like they have almost no relation to the topic at hand is because
the chat is so slow. Dead streamer.
Through some miracle, he actually managed to last a whopping 6 minutes and 45 seconds.
So cool.
That is quite impressive.
I wish there was some t-shirt I could wear to one
meal. Yeah, he's going to plug in that. But yeah, yeah, I do think spending in a 24-minute video to get a quarter of the way through without actually mentioning anything like vaguely related to the video is quite impressive. I wish I was able to do that. I'm on my way. I'm gonna learn how to do that. But yeah.
Yeah, but not just any t-shirt. I want a shirt with cool art. Would you know any shirts like this?
God.
Yes. Yeah. Cool much. Go and.
That is gonna
keep
me warm. For £30? That's so affordable. Look at this bot down here. Crazy comfortable. Convinced me to buy the matching hat. That actually reads like a bot. Who types like that? You suck. It's just roasting my own store. Anyways.
For once mentioning what the actual Flappy Bird news or drama was, which is incredible.
It wasn't a self-dono. Shut up.
With all this being said, I simply refuse.
I'm so bad at my own game, by the way. You'd think, like, I mean, I had to playtest this for at least, like, I don't want to admit how long I've had to play this game for, like, probably 15 hours. You'd think I'd be good at it by now, but I'm still ass at the game. It's a bit like Only Up, where it doesn't look that hard, but it's actually really infuriatingly long.
Pyrolive for his content. Even with the
that actually read like a bot. Who made that comment?
Facts in hand, I know I'll still continue to consume the slop regardless, as will you and hundreds of thousands of others.
It's true.
I find that I'll just put a slop video on as a sort of noise in the background, like if I'm playing a game by myself or doing some horrendously dull admin work. With that being said, thank you so much for watching.
Oh no, I didn't think this one was gonna come up. Dude, this is, I would say, the Mr. It's over for Mr. Beast. I think that was the name of it. That is the worst YouTube video I have ever made. And I have made some really bad videos. Not on this. No, I've made bad videos on this channel. But a lot of the videos that I make normally is, you know, it's just like music videos for songs or like just posting songs. And some of those are awful, really bad. But this Mr. Beast one is horrific, especially because I will admit I feel a little bit like a hypocrite because I was calling him out a bit for like reading out articles and like beating around the bush, and that is 10 minutes of complete waffle. That is without a doubt the worst, most shameful video I have ever uploaded. Yeah, and I think luckily he clicks off it. He clicks off the video after the intro, so he doesn't realize like just how bad it is. But it is just it is a horrendous video.
So cool at the same time with this amazing cheap shirt. Thank you, Pyro. Here is more money.
Thank you, Cooper, for the 10. Thank you for the generous donation. See, that should be what every Pyro viewer is like, man. Everyone should buy a shirt and then also donate money.
I mean, stale and even the sloppiest of slop.
He has such a beautiful smile. I'd kiss him. Right, that was a really good video. Yeah, check out Blag's.
Man, thank you, Pyro. I'm surprised that he took that one so well. Yeah, it is my second channel.
Or is it just called Blag's 2?
Nah, Blag's one does exist, but it's completely not related to the slop that I post on this one. Blag's 1 is I did videos breaking down like it's pretty random. It's nothing to do with any of the stuff that you guys would probably be entertained by, but it's like car crashes from history and like Group B rally, things like that, or like, you know, really bad like famous car crashes, like, you know, the Princess Diana one, Paul Walker, things like that. But I sort of stopped making videos on Blag's one because as much as it was quite interesting, like taking a look at some of these like huge car crashes from history, it does take a bit of a toll and it is a bit morbid. So I'd rather just talk about like very unimportant things like Mr. Beast situation, things like that. Although having said that, the Mr. Beast situation has got pretty dark in recent times. But yeah, I mean, you know, talking about like Mr. Beast situation, Moist Critical situation, shitting on Supercell, like it's nowhere near as deep as, you know, making a video where like several people passed away as a result of whatever it was that you were talking about. Not as a result of me talking about it, as a result of the crash. You know what I mean? It was pretty morbid. I don't really upload on Blag's one anymore. Also, it felt a little bit weird, kind of like making a bit of. Don't get me wrong, like the ad revenue is never even close to enough to like live off or anything, but it did feel a bit weird making some degree of money off of like talking about, you know, basically like just people crashing cars and shit. Felt kind of weird.
I like that video. That was a good video. I like that video.
Yeah, there we go. And then yeah, he's linked it. So much appreciated, Pyro. You took that one like an absolute champ. And yeah, in hindsight, I would have spent a little bit more effort on the video if I realized that Pyro was actually going to watch it. I made it just on the off chance that it was going to do all right. But the reality of the situation is when you've got 3,000 subscribers, you never expect anything to like actually get that many views, especially when you're kind of mixing and matching like random topics like I'm doing, because I don't really know what kind of videos I actually want to make in the long term, so I just kind of make just a muddle of like random stuff. So my subscribers don't really watch my videos, because I mean, I had a few videos about like Clash of Clans, and I got bored of that and then moved on. And a lot of the time I will upload a video and it will get like a few hundred views. It's like neither here nor there. But yeah. I mean, he took it like a champ. I'm very appreciative that he links me in the description and everything. It's always good.